Hola, ¿cómo están el día de hoy? Mucho gusto de que estén ustedes con nosotros. Bueno, vamos a empezar. ¿Qué nos dice este memo? No te deseo mal, pero ojalá que compres una galleta Oreo y te salga sin cremita. I like that one, it's funny. Go ahead and put on the warm-up what that means. Alright, so as we are moving through, we're gonna start kind of putting concepts together, utilizing some of that kind of stuff that we've been using, but also there's a test coming up, so I want you all to start preparing for that, okay? So let's start with this. Hoy es martes el 23 de febrero. For some of you, hoy es miércoles el 24 de febrero. Para empezar. So remember when we talked about the concept of ir plus a plus infinitive? Alright. So usando ir plus a plus infinitive, escribe sobre 10 lugares donde vas. So write about 10 places that you go to. So ejemplo, for example, voy, right? So we're using the verb ir in the yo form. Voy So we're going to use voy, so ir in the yo form, plus the a, as in our little formula, and then infinitive verb comprar, or to buy, una televisión. So I'm going to buy a television, right? Now you can say voy a ir al parque, voy a ir a la alberca, voy a ir al juego a jugar football, whatever it is, but just make sure you're following the verb ir plus a plus an infinitive. You gotta do 10 of those. Alright, now, let's move to today's lesson. So our essential question is, ¿cómo puedo escribir una invitación? How can I write an invitation? So that's what we're gonna work on. So we have worked on writing invitations now a couple of times. So now let me go ahead and show you what you need to do. So your task, a special event is coming up on your calendar and you want to invite your friends to go with you. So pre-write. Think about an event that you are inviting a friend to attend, such as a concert, sporting event, or party. Write an invitation that includes. So this is the stuff that you must include. The name of the event. When and where and at what time the event will take place. So you gotta cover all of those. Who is going? All of that has to be answered. So once you think of that and you formulate what you want to write about, and it doesn't have to be a real event, you just can make it all up. It's just an event. So then you're gonna write a draft. Now all this is gonna take place on your notes, and when I look at your notes, I actually want to see where you did the draft and when you made changes. So don't just write it once and tell me, well, that was my draft and then I just made changes, erased stuff and then rewrote it and that became, no, I don't want to see that. I actually want to see proof of the process. So you're going to write a draft. Use the information from step 1 to write a first draft of your invitation. Begin your invitation with hola and close it with tu amigo or tu amiga as it pertains and your name. Then you're going to revise, read your note, and check for correct spelling and verb formations. That's very critical. Share your invitation with a partner so you can have a partner look at it. Your partner should check for the following. Did you give all the necessary information? Is there anything you would add or change? Are there any errors? So, once that takes place, you're going to publish, write a final copy of your invitation, making any necessary changes to it. And then lastly, evaluation. I will evaluate your presentation to make sure you follow all the steps. So, what you are going to do is on your notes, you're going to put all the steps, right? If you are in the classroom present on that day, you will present to the class, and when you're presenting your invitation to the class, that's when I will grade it. If you are not present in class, then you are going to have to record yourself. But that will be for tomorrow. So for today's DOL, all you have to do is basically cover all the steps and upload your invitation. So you got to write it on a document, a Word document, and then you're just going to upload it onto Canvas so I can take a look at it. tomorrow, if you will not be present in class, or the next day your class is, whether it's the 25th or 26th, that's when, excuse me, that's when you would record yourself and submit that recording, right? And now, finally, I have an example here for you, so you can take a look at it. This is just one I wrote. This is about a real event that is happening that I'm inviting you to. So, what does it say? Let's get rid of that. Okay. It says, Hola, mis estimados estudiantes. Los quiero invitar a un examen que tendrán durante el 11 y el 12 de marzo del 2021. So it's telling us the date, right? And it's telling us what is it, right? It's an examen. El examen se va a hacer durante el periodo en que ustedes tienen esta clase. Por favor, prepárense para tomar este examen estudiando el verbo gustar, el verbo ser, el verbo estar, el concepto de ir plus a plus infinitive, la hora, la familia y los artículos a, el, la, los, las, los, I cannot spell today, de and del. Espero su atención a esta invitación y espero verlos el 11 o el 12 durante su periodo de clase. Tu amigo, señor Maldonado. So that's basically all you are doing, and you are recording it. Pretty simple, if you ask me. But simple or not will be, I guess, up to you. So the passcode for today's DOL is comer. Don't forget that for today's DOL, it's not going to ask you questions. You're going to upload a file with your invitation. Well, have a great rest of your day, and adios.